Are you able to hear me? Does anyone respond? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there anyone have any doubt regarding yesterday class? Ask me. I think there is no doubt. All of you go through that note, yesterday note. Then we will the next part of the topic of yesterday. I have already shared some numerical with you. I think all of you got that in your group. Is it? Got the yeah? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all of you got that numerical which I have shared in the class group. Good morning.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, please take out that. Okay, take out that. We will going to solve that numerical and take pen and paper with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a very simple numerical. While we solve, you will easily understand. We'll go step by step. And yesterday I have shared the theory, some theory and the introduction part and derivation part. All of you please go through that. Okay, those formulas will be used here. Okay, we are going to use that formulas in the solving this numerical. Okay, so let's go through one by one numerical. We will go through that. Let me share with you.
One.
Okay, see, I have given this numerical to you. I think all of you have with you that. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please check the question. What it is asking. In the question, it is said that determine the centroidal principal moment of inertia of the equal angle section. One section is given, and that is the equal angle. As you can see in the figure, it is a L section. Okay, or equal dimension, 30 into 30 into 10, as it is shown in the figure. So, while you are going to solve this numerical, you will get only that L section. Okay, not this x-axis, y-axis, whatever is drawn in the figure. You will not get that. Okay, in the exam or any other where you need to solve this type of numerical, you only get that L section. Okay, so for that L section, what you need to do,
Yes, sir.
you need to draw that axis by your own. Okay, only that L section will be given and the dimension. As you can see in the figure, the dimension is L section is 30 into 30 into 10. Okay, so as you can see, this is a similar type of section. So I think all of you are able to see there is just some dotted line in the section. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, by drawing that dotted line, what we did that we divide the section into two parts. Okay. After doing that, what it will come out? It will come out to a two section. Say A1 and A2. We have to consider the two section. By solving that, we will find out that other things. Okay. So what we need to find out first, we don't know where is the centroid of this type of section. If it is a I section or something a rectangular section, if we draw a line in between the section, then we can easily say that the centroid is in the middle of that section. But for this kind of section, we can't say that where is the centroid position. Means here it is showing as Z. So we need to find out where is the exact location of that point. Okay. So what we need to do, first of all, we need to find out the two centroidal position from both the axes. Okay. Okay. From as you can see in the figure, we need to draw these two sections. See, two axes, x and y axis. It is drawn x and y axis, and the principal axis u and v also drawn. I think all of you are able to see that it is drawn x and y axis and u and v axis. But we need to who's this? Okay, fine. But our actual centroidal position we don't know. That's why we need to consider another axis at the bottom, as you can see at the x dash axis and y dash axis in the both side of that L section. Okay, from that axis we need to find out the centroidal position of both the axes. Okay, so for that, what we need to find out, first of all, we need to find out cxx and cyy. So what is the formula? All of you please write down this formula. I think all of you will not able to understand by directly writing this. You write down the formula. What is the cxx and cyy? Cxx and cyy is nothing but is the centroidal distance from A, that section from AB. It is given as that section. We need to name it. You can name it different way also as per your convenience. But from the x dash and y dash axis, the distance of cxx and cyy we need to find out. Okay, as in the figure it is shown. Please check that cxx and cyy is clearly written. From the y dash axis, we need to find out that cyy distance, and from the x dash, we need to find out that cxx distance to the x and y axis. Okay, so for cxx, what is the formula? All of you please write down this formula. The formula is cxx equal to, are you writing? All of you please write down, okay? Or you will be confused later on. cxx is equal to a1 into x1 plus a2 into x2 divided by a1 plus a2.
So once more.
Are you getting? Okay, I am repeating it. cxx is equal to 30 into, sorry, not 30. cx is equal to a1 into x1, a1 into x1 plus a2 into x2 divided by a1 plus a2. Are we able to write down?
A1 plus A2.
Yes, yes. Above you write a1 into x1 plus a2 into x2, and below you write down a1 plus a2. Okay, similarly it is also for cyy, but only you have to replace that x1 and x2 by y1 and y2. Same formula, you just replace that x1 by y1 and x2 by y2. Means it is cyy equal to a1 into y1 plus a2 into y2 divided by a1 plus a2. Okay, are we able to get it?
Yes, sir.
All of you, let me know, okay? If you are not able to write, or if you miss something, please let me know in between, okay? I will repeat, no problem of that. So as you see, how we need to solve now. in the numerical. So what is the A1? If we consider that two section into two different, the L section into two different parts, we need to find out the area of both the section. If you consider the below part as A1 and the upper part as A2, what will be the area? Can anyone answer me? What is A1? What is A2?
Sir, 13 to 10.
Yes. For which part?
Sir, for below part.
Okay. And for the next part?
Sir, it's same, I think. 13
How?
to 10.
I
No,
don't
no.
think so.
No, sir. So 30 minus 10, I think.
Yes. 30 minus 10
into
means you can directly write 20 into 10. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That will be your area. Okay. That will be your area. Fine. Okay. So all of you got this? How we need to find out A1 and A2? So A1 will be our is 30 into 10 and A2 will be our 20 into 10. And what will be the unit? What is the unit? Are we able
Square,
to
sir.
hear?
Millimeter.
What about the other students? Are they listening or they are just joining and just keep their mobile out?
They're listening.
Okay, all of you, I think all of you got it. How we need to find out A1 and A2. Okay. So after finding out that A1, A2, now we need to find out that X1 and X2 and Y1 and Y2. So how we will going to find out this? Okay, for finding out X1 and X2, what we need to do, we need to find out the distance of that both the section from that x-axis. Okay, from the x-dash axis. So from that x-dash axis, we need to find out that x1 and x2. Okay, that x1 and x2 is nothing but the half of the dimension of that section. As you can see here, it is 30 into 10 into 5. So our dimension is 10. So half of that is 5. Okay, so that will be your x1. Similarly for x2, you see that half from below to the topmost portion of the section. Total is our how much? Above part is also 20. So below 10 plus above 10, half of that. So 10 plus 10 is 20. Are you able to understand this? Please let me know.
So once
Can
more.
you repeat, sir?
Okay,
Once more.
see, for x dash axis, if we are finding out cxx, so we need to find out the distance according to that x dash axis. Okay, to the for both the sections, there is two sections, A1 and A2. That below part. For that below part, what is the central distance from that x axis? Means, but this is a rectangular section, so there is no confusion. So we can directly take the half of that section. As you can see in the right side, the dimension is given 10. Okay, so half of that will be, it is 5. I think all of you understand this. So you see, while finding out that cxs, we have writing that a1 into x1. A1 is our 30 into 10 and x1 is nothing but the half of that dimension of 10. Okay, from that x dash axis. Okay, up to this part, I think all of you got it. Is it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, similarly, what we need to do, we need to find out that x2 now. For x2, we need to consider the above portion, but we need to consider it from the below part, from that x dash axis. Okay, we are all everything we are finding according to that x dash and y dash axis. Okay, so from x dash, what we need to find out, we need to find out that centroidal distance. At what distance? That x2 is axis. So for that above part, what is the dimension after dividing that two section into two part? That above part, I think 20 into 10. All of you understand this? For A2, that 20 into 10. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to do that 10 from that x-axis, it is already there. So after that we need to add again half of that above section. So our above section is 20 mm dimension, so half of that will be 10, is it? So 10 plus 10, it will be 20. See, so for A2, what we are doing, we are taking A2 into X2. A2 is our nothing but 20 into 10 into X2 is 10 plus 10. So it will be 20. Okay, everyone got it? Please let me know, yes or no. Are you able to hear me? Please respond. Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to got X1 and X2? How we have find out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Then similarly, as you can see, this is a similar section. Okay, L section, both side is similar. Similarly, we can same way we can find out that CYY. If you also put the value also, you can also got the same value. Okay, by considering that y dash x is also same thing, you need to repeat, you will get that same value. Okay,
Yes,
so
sure.
after that, what is our next step? We need to find out that moment of inertia about that section. Okay, about x-axis and y-axis. Okay, for that, you please write down the formula. Okay, or you will not able to understand. What is the formula for Ixx? Please write down. Ixx equal to, in bracket you write down, okay, moment of inertia of A1, means the first area, A1 area, moment of inertia of A1 plus, with that plus, write down plus A1 into small h1 square. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sure.
Okay, Ixx is equal to moment of A1, moment of inertia of A1 plus A1 into small h1 square. Okay, close the bracket. Again, put a plus and write down in bracket moment of inertia of A2 plus A2 into small h2 square. Close the bracket. There is two part. Okay, first one is for A1 and next one is for A2. Same thing, just you need to replace h1 by h2 in the second part and A1 by A2. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. Moment of inertia of A1 plus A1 into H1 square, close the bracket, plus moment of inertia of A2 plus A2 into H2 square. Okay, are you able to follow me?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so I think all of you know how to find out the moment of inertia for rectangular section. What is the formula? Can anyone tell me? This is the very simple thing you have already got in your earlier semester. How we need to find out moment of inertia of rectangular section?
B cube by 12.
Yes. Yes, Masuma, good. BD cube by 12. Okay, so in our case, for A1, moment of inertia of A1 means the first area. What will be the B and what is our D? It is also there in the numerical also. You can also, looking at that, you can also say. See, it is there, 30 into 10 cube by 12. So our B is 30 and D is 10. Okay, BD cube by 12. This is our first part. After that, plus A1. A1, we have already find out what it is. A1 is nothing but 30 into 10. Is it? All of you got it? Okay, now we need to find out that H1. So for that, how we will find out H1? That H1 is the distance from that x-axis to the center of the first portion, means that the area we are considering for the below part, na? So the first section, we need to find out that height from that x-axis to the center of that section. So how we will going to find out? You see in the figure it is given cxx, and already we have find out that cxx means from that x-axis we know that where is our that x-axis, that distance we have already calculated. So from by calculating that cxx and cyy, we are now able to know that where is the distance of our that main Cartesian axis, means x and y axis. Earlier we don't know where it is, we just simply draw that. But after calculating that cxx and cyy, now we can easily say that our that x-axis and y-axis is at a distance of 11 mm. Okay, from that x dash and y dash axis, means from the section. From the section, we can easily now say that our main Cartesian axis is at a distance of 11 mm from the section. So now we need to find out that h1. H1 is nothing but the distance of both the section from the Cartesian axis, means to the center of the section. So now we can know what is the cxx. It is 11, is it? If we need to find out the center distance from the x-axis, now what we need to do? Can anyone say? Please respond. Asuma?
Sir, cxx minus x1.
Yes. Good. Cxx minus x1. Okay. Or you can simply say that 11 minus 5. Okay. It is already there. So just put that value and square it. First part is our over. Similarly, what we need to do? We need to do the second part. Same thing we need to repeat. So you just check what it is. It is very simple. You need to do the same thing. Just we need to replace that B and D, because now we are considering the section of the above section. In the above section, our B will be 10 and D will be our 20. Okay. Similarly, we need to put the value of area A2, and similarly we need to find out that H2. H2 is same way. We need to find out from the 20, that 20 we need to mine. Now from that half of that section we need to mine. We need to subtract that CYY. So half of that section is 20. From that you need to minus that 11. You will get that H2. Okay. After putting this all this value, you will easily find out that CIXX. And as our section is same in the both side, it is a similar section, L section, dimension is same. So IYY will be also same. Okay. Up to this part, all of you are please able to understand. Is it clear? Please respond, okay, or else it
Yes,
is very
sir.
difficult, because I am not able to see you, na? Are you following or not? If you will not respond also, then I will just simply going talking and talking. It doesn't mean anything if you will not understand anything. Okay, that's why please try to respond. Okay, can we move to the next part?
Sir, many of us are telling to repeat that answer. In chat
Please,
box.
please.
Sir, repeat কৰিব কৈ আছে chat box.
Okay.
Someone has got
x minus x1 কিয় কৰিলে
কি কৈছা?
cxx minus x1 sir কৰিলে
Okay, so we need to find out that h1 distance. H1 distance is the distance to the center of the section from the x-axis. Okay, so after finding out that cxx and cyy, first we are considering that our axis is in the section itself, x dash and y dash. This is our assuming axis. Okay, for this section we are assuming that our axis is in x dash and y dash, but actually the axis position is not that. So we need to find out where our axis is actually exists for this type of section. For that we need to find out the centroidal distance. Okay, so we have already find out that cxx and cyy. After finding out that, now we can say that our axis is at a distance of 11 mm from the section. So after, you can see in the figure there is cxx and cyy is written. So at that distance we need to draw that x-axis and y-axis. Is it okay till now? So after drawing that, now we can say that our x and y axis at a distance of 11 mm from the section. After drawing that, you see in the figure at cxs and cyy, we have drawn that x-axis and y-axis. Okay, now this is our actual axis. So from now onwards, what we need to do, we need to find out everything by considering this axis. Okay, our first step is to find out the axis where it is exists. For that we need to find out that cxx and cyy. Okay, so after finding out that, now we can easily say that our axis x and y axis are located at a distance 11 mm from the section. So after that we need to draw that x and y axis at a distance of 11 mm, and through that also our principal axis will go u and v. That will come at later part. Okay, so now we need to consider everything by considering these two axes. For that, when we are going to find out the moment of inertia about x-axis and y-axis, as per the formula, it is moment of inertia of a1 plus a1 into h1 square. Okay, moment of inertia of a1, I think all of you got it, bd cube by 12 for rectangular section. And a1 we already know, for the below section it is 30 into 10. Now, main thing is the h1. What is this h1? This h1 is the distance of the section, means the centroidal distance of the section from the x-axis, means that g1, I think all of you have seen that one g1, small g1 and small g2 is written, that distance from that x-axis. Okay, from that x-axis. So from that x-axis, if we need to find out this distance, how we can easily find out? We also already know that cxx, it is 11, that dimension of that section is 10, we know. So from 11, if we minus half of that section, we will easily get that h1. Is it? Are we able to got it now? Is it okay? Let's respond.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I think now you are clear. Okay, h1. Similarly, for that above section, we need to find out that h2. Okay, for h2, what it is at a distance of 20? Is it g2? Say that position of g2. G2 is at a distance of 20. Okay, but we need to find out the distance from that axis. So for that we already know that cyy, cxx. So from that, if you minus that, you will get that h2 also. Just rotate the figure. Okay, if you are looking from below, if you rotate the screen of your mobile or in the page, you can find out that h2 also. Similarly, from that axis, just consider that x and y axis. Okay, fine. Are we going run out of our time. Okay, all of you please respond in the chat box, okay, in your chat box.
Sure.
Okay, can we continue? There is nothing left, it's a little bit part left. Okay, in the next part, you see, we need to find out now the coordinate of that point G1 and G2. How we will find out? I think all of you know the simple coordinate system, first coordinate, second coordinate, third coordinate, fourth coordinate. Is it? All of you know that? First coordinate, second, third, fourth coordinate, where it is plus, 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 minus, 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 plus.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. According to that, now you see where our G1 and G2 in the figure. By that X and Y axis, our G1 is at where in which quadrant,
Fourth.
and in G2 in which quadrant?
Second.
Fourth quadrant.
Okay, G1 is in fourth quadrant and G2 is in second quadrant. Okay.
Second quadrant.
Okay, fine. So according to that, you need to find out the coordinate of both the section. Okay, all of you please go through this. Okay, I think there is not much time left. If this meeting will be end in 50 minutes, so I think we are already run out of time. I need to mark your attendance also. So please go through this. The next few steps, it's already well explained in this. Okay, in the book. All of you please go through this. It's very easy. Once you can find out everything, you just put in the value. You will easily got everything. Okay.
Sure.
So please go through this. Okay. If there any confusion, I will clear it out in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All of you please go through this. Okay, I will ask in the next class. If there is any doubt, you please come up with that. I will definitely clear that out. Okay, now I'm going to stop the sharing. Okay, I'm going to mark your attendance. Please don't leave the meeting. All of you please stay for some time. I'm going to mark your attendance. In the meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can also ask me. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can also ask me. If anyone have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay. Please go through your notes, and if you feel any confusion, please ask me. Okay, student. Have no doubt. You can leave. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any doubt, please come up
Sure.
with that. Okay, in the next class.
Sure, sure. Bye, sir.
Bye bye.